History and mythology are full of demigods. Especially the Greeks. You have Achilles, Hercules, Perseus, Shrek. Now let me introduce you to the newest Greek demigod,
Timocles.
maybe just Tim. He's charming, he's handsome, he's terrible at everything. And he doesn't even have the handsome trait. But he has the strength of a demigod. Did I mention he's handsome? Tim. He's terrible at making money, arrogant, lustful, brave. Oh yeah, and he's dull. He's dull. Tim. But most importantly, he's immortal. But he can still die, so... And so we find our hero, Timmy Bimbo, in Scotland? What are you doing in Scotland? You're a Greek god. Shouldn't you be, fighting mythological beasts or dying tragically, becoming a great ruler, or... Nah, let's skip that one. Fine, Scotland. That's fine. So we find our hero putting together a ragtag army. Soldiers for hire. The Angus Marauders. And Timocles gets right to work, taking a contract. Earl Allen needs some dude delivered to Ireland. Timmy's on the job. So Timocles sets off from a Scottish camp on an escort mission. No, not that type of escort mission. Oh damn, he's there. And he safely delivered William to Earl Allen. Timocles can't be stopped. Timocles. And with its completion, Timocles had his first patron, Walter White, Earl Allen. He looks like Walter White. Timocles. He was given 100 good fighting men, and he and his new followers made their way back to camp. But along the way, he became a flexible leader, and upon returning, decided to visit the castle holding of Dundee to try and locate a girlfriend. Timocles visits the tavern and sees Eileen, a perfectly suitable candidate. Guy with hat, and Scottish guy that looks like he came from Braveheart. Scottish guy, wasn't it? Join me, Timocles says. And they set off to find Mel Gibson and kick his ass. But instead, Timocles locates Gillespie, a starving man that would serve as a good knight, and he invites him to camp. Who is that? Timocles sets his gaze upon Fingola.
You have a map? I just got lost in your eyes. Guess he's into MILFs.
Fear not, brave Timocles, for it is not your fault. It's your stats. They suck. You should appoint a second in command at your camp to raise your stats. Unfortunately, all of his followers would be terrible seconds. But they'd be excellent stooges. I think that's saying something. But out of nowhere, a gift from the gods appeared. A potential girlfriend. Timocles invites her to camp and instantly begins to learn her language. Even though Timocles is immortal, it's still gonna take too long, and most likely he'll fail at learning her language. So he abandons it and begins a seduction scheme. I guess he was signing? Maybe he was just raising his eyebrows seductively. But our hero couldn't help but fail left and right. He gave her a locket that she hated. He made a nasty dish. His chances were tanking, and that's when another potential suitor arose. One with certain mystical qualities. One that gave Timocles a pretty good map object. See, she knows how to give gifts. All of a sudden, Moina couldn't take it. She realized in that moment that she must have Timocles, and they fell for each other. Wait, what are you guys looking at? But like every other Greek tragedy, fate can be cruel. Oh shit, it was pneumonia. And Moina instantly contracted pneumonia. Pneumonia. Wait, whoa, nice. This is me actually realizing that, it's crazy. But Moina pneumonia or not, Timocles' demigod seed was still able to impregnate her. It's kind of gross. Then why didn't I just edit it out? I don't know. Pretty soon, the camp grew. 100 more men at arms, and soon enough, a child named Hector. But if Timocles was ever going to fulfill his destiny, he needed more contracts. So he took a local diplomacy contract, hobnob with ruler. The hell does that mean? Sounds like one of those escort contracts. Amusing foreigners wanted. We're amusing foreigners. Just look at these stooges. So he accepted the contract. Timocles and his followers set off to help William make friends in high places. Every follower's roles were set up to maximize the success chance. It was perfect. Then the seasons began to change. Monia got pregnant again. She gave birth a scaly boy named Marcus. And that's when the dull narrator realized that whatever scheme we're doing, hobnob with Earl William? It's gonna take like 150 years. Look at the progress. This is not good. That one's on me, Timocles. So several more seasons changed before I finally canceled the scheme. But it wasn't all bad. Monya was promoted to second, which infinitely increased Timocles' skills. He also sparred with knights, increasing his martial by 1. If we check out his stats, right now I'd say he's about at a newborn Hercules that's killing a snake. That type of level. Hey, he's got that baby strength. Which reminds me, what do all babies need? A haircut? Yeah, that's actually right. So they built barbers' tents. Received more men-at-arms from Earl Allen. And more men-at-arms means we need some more barbers. Oh yeah, that's fresh. And I guess the haircuts were working for him, because he knocked his girlfriend up again. Haha, whoops. Timocles. But Timocles knew he had to move on from Angus, so he left pregnant Monya at camp and went fishing with Gillespie, where they became friends. And then he packed his ass up and went down to England, in hopes that there's actually better contracts down there so he can make some money and make his way towards the Empire of the Greeks, also known as Byzantium, also known as the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as... Shut up. While in England, he made money by protecting the innocent and continued furthering his son's education.
Oh, my scaly boy. He's a eunuch? He's a beardless eunuch. Who cut off his
beard?
What the His brother's one too? What?
Oh, his nippy fell off.
It had to have been his mom, right?
Moms, am I right?
I guess we'll never know. It apparently wasn't a memorable enough thing for anybody to remember who, well, you know. Wait, I might have discovered the culprit. There's a wolf in someone's bed. It could be the culprit of the beardlessness. Timocles must slay the wolf, and he does. He's now known as the Wolf Slayer. It's pretty cool, actually. But what's not cool is that he got lost in the woods and became wounded, and the wounds became scars. But apparently scars are hot in this game. So hot that Monya became pregnant again.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Right when you thought this beast couldn't get any hotter, he became a gardener,
Oh, my.
doubling his stewardship from a 2 to a 4. But that's not all. Monya taught him another stewardship skill, just for being hot. Timocles was on a roll, protecting the innocent, learning skills, having a beard, and not being a eunuch. Everything was looking great for Timocles, until one day he went foraging, brought back the food, and the entire camp was poisoned. Gillespie died. Timocles was hot, too hot that Monya couldn't even keep it in anymore. She had to tell everybody that she was the one having beardless babies with him. Eventually, Timocles' 2 sons grew up beardless, which we always knew was going to happen. By this point, Timocles had enough gold to make some serious changes. He expanded his men-at-arms and now had enough support to take on more lucrative contracts, like supporting a faction in Wales, which he accepted. Timocles raised his new army, marched them to the doorstep of the Welsh ruler and his allies, and pressed the claim. Without even fighting a battle, Timocles completed the contract, and was paid handsomely for it. Not as handsome as Timocles, but pretty handsomely. But soon enough, Timocles ran into a battle that his new army couldn't help him fight. A battle of emotions with his daughter that threatened to make him depressed for some reason. Like a really high percentage chance that he'd become depressed, which is, well, it's horrible for anybody. But for Timocles, he loses 1 of every stat, which is crippling. Come on, Timocles, you can do it. Don't look at me, you're the smart one in this relationship. Besides, she's your daughter. Yeah, go with that. He did it. He appeased her by buying her a dog. Woof woof. Which is great, I love dogs. And it seems that Timocles even learned a thing or two from her because he increased his martial skill by 1. Thanks, daughter. Who's this guy, Genghis Khan? I bet he's not even immortal. Those skills don't impress Timocles. He's seen better skills. Someday he'll have better skills, and he certainly felt that way. Our hero was brimming with confidence. He decided to take a war contract on the continent, France, and were paid a pretty good amount for it. Suddenly, an idea popped into Timocles' dull brain. France. Move to France. It's a great idea. What could go wrong in France? Nothing could go wrong in France. Right, France? Look, there's a contract waiting there for you. Raid border for captives. That sounds wholesome. That sounds like you're helping a lot of people out. Why don't you take that, Timocles? Because he definitely makes the decisions, not me, because I didn't play this. And think, wow, it's totally fine to take that. It isn't illegal. I won't get in trouble for that. I mean, Timocles won't get in trouble for that. No way. Big way. And even better, why doesn't Timocles just charge in? He can take him. He's really good at everything. Turns out whoever was playing this game was wrong. Because Timocles is Hellenic, they hired a holy order and smashed Timocles' army, and then chased him to the north and smashed him again. Not to worry though, because a new follower showed up at camp, a quartermaster with a peg leg. I think they all have peg legs, by the way. That'll make everything better, right? Surprisingly, wrong. And suddenly, the people that were raiding for captives became captives. He was our really good marshal, a 29 commander. Because we sucked so bad, we were accused of being oathbreakers. That's not nice. We tried. No worries though, Timocles knows what to do. He'll spend all of his provisions to get most of his army back. For what? I don't know. But you know what? France really knows how to treat a demigod. Because next, Timocles contracted consumption. Every great actor in the tragedy of a life has their weakness. Achilles, his heel, and Timocles, his consumption. Our modern word, tuberculosis, actually comes from Timocles tuberculosis, TB. God, there's an origin to everything. It's so crazy. But unfortunately, it spread and killed off the peg-legged quartermaster. Well, it's okay, we can just move away, right? Wrong. Because I used all the provisions. Timocles used all the provisions to get those troops that he no longer needs. So now we're just stuck in Paris, which has John's flu. Damn it, John. And a bunch of contracts that Timocles can't do because he sucks. Yeah, I said it, he sucks. My God, his daughter has it. His whole family has it. No. And apparently Timocles has more kids I never knew about. They have it too. Oh God, what a horrible way to find out you have more kids. Because of consumption, Timocles can't even go buy provisions. And now the King of France, who also has consumption, is threatening to imprison him. Damn it, France. Damn it. And then I became infected by consumption. It grabbed hold of my mind and made me really frustrated.
Can I forage? I can't forage because I have consumption? Can I wipe my own ass?
It seemed we had to resort to desperate measures. No, I shall not do it. I cannot do it, for I am a lover of dogs. No, daughter, Timocles will not eat the dog he gifted you. Timocles literally can't. He would rather suffer death than to eat a beautiful... Oh, look at that, he lost consumption. It's time to conquer the world. Gods be praised. King Philip of France has consumption. Yeah, take that, you dirty bastard.
And so Timocles went to the Paris market.
To buy provisions, to get the hell out of France, because 0 out of 10, Timocles is never going back to France. He had a real bad time there. What? He was imprisoned. No. I guess the king lost consumption and was able to imprison him, because we know that you can't do anything if you have consumption. You must escape, Timocles. Escape prison. Escape France. Alright, I think Timocles has had enough of France. He's gonna get his Greek ass out of there. England, you might want to do the same. Not just to fix the border gort, but John's gonna basically give it away anyway, so just get out of there now while you can. Where should he go? Empire of the Greeks. Eh?
North Greece?
Hello everyone, Corefish here. It seems that Hastings has shown up in an unexpected location. That means that this video is now mine, because I own the copyright to Jarl Hastings. So if you don't mind, Mr. Dufflo, I'll do my intro now. Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Corefish, and today... Fine, I'll let you have the video back, but you'll at least have to pay me 5% of the AdSense. Alright? Very cool, right?
I guess there's more demigods out there than I remember. North Greece, huh? That's a weird... Anyways, North Greece is a little too far, a little too cold, and, the HRE's right there. Let's go to Aachen. And so Timocles set off for Aachen, where along the way he apparently abused some of the king's subjects and they became rivals. That's fine. We hate the guy. Oh, why? Why? Oh my God, that is freaky. Freaky stuff was happening everywhere. This guy came looking for a job at camp and then died while Timocles was talking to him. I've never seen that before. And then the King of France died. A curse undone. But we're still never going back to France. There's bad news there. But bad news was everywhere, not just in France. Soon Monia died, and everyone in Timocles' family, except for his scaly son Marcus. Oh my God, that's the last follower he has. Damn you, Timocles tuberculosis. Gorgeous TB. But it offered an opportunity for Timocles and his son to grow closer. Marcus became his right-hand beardless eunuch man, and then became his friend. But Timocles, his son, and his army were not welcome in Germany either. So they continued moving south, until finally they reached the Empire of the Greeks and landed in Croatia. Word soon spread that Genghis Khan actually was quite good, and that the Mongols were threatening the entire world of CK3. But word of Timocles' arrival in Croatia spread as well, and soon enough, he was visited by another potential follower, another potential lover. Trude, or Trudy, I'm not sure. And after embarrassing her several times, the two became lovers.
Oh, Trude. Trudy? Trude? Trude?
Marcus also became physical with the woman and was beat up. Oh, to be young and beardless again. And after Timocles increased his martial again by 1, he was feeling pretty strong. Just look at those skills. He was ready to become a leader, not just of an army, but of a land, of a people. He had traveled great distances. Timocles has ventured from Scotland to the Mediterranean, and he set his gaze upon the perfect land, an ancient land of gods and death. But in order to conquer such land, he'll need a prestigious alliance. So he begins to scour the earth for, oh, there's one.
Hello there, Mr. Daffo.
Oh, hey, hastiness. This is perfect. I was just thinking about how, you have North Greece, and then I'm gonna get Southern Greece.
What are you doing there? That's not where you're supposed to be.
What do you mean? I mean, it's Egypt. You're in Norway.
Sorry, I'll let you get back to it.
It's all good. Just help Timocles take it, and, he'll join the Empire of the Greeks. Very cool?
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, sorry.
Very cool.
And so Timocles went to war with Hastinus to conquer the Nile Delta. Hastinus began to siege, and Timocles fought. Timocles was offered a county to stop the war, which he declined. He wanted it all. And with ease, they took it. But every victory has a price.
Pay me 5% of the handsets. Pay me 5% of the handset. Very cool. Very cool.
Of course, Hastinus. Timocles couldn't have done it without you. I mean, he actually couldn't have. As for the other part of the bargain... Oh wait, hold on a sec. Peasants revolt. Silly peasants. Oh my demigod. Why are these peasants so strong? Did they get a rework? Koi fish!
Alright. Late.
Thank you, Hastinus. You truly are wonderful. Now back to the other part of the bargain. Timocles swears to join the Empire of the Greeks, to play their game from the inside, and maybe, just maybe, he can become the immortal demigod ruler he always set out to be.
I swear that I will become your vassal, Basileus Alexios II. Exit out of that. Pull this back up. Accept.
O great patron gods, have I pleased you?
No,
What? Why not?
because you lost to peasants.
Okay, I swear, there must have been some rework in the new update. That's never happened before, ever. I'm pretty sure.
We see all. We know you've done it before.
Ah, damn it. Well, anyways, thanks for supporting me. Even if I can't beat peasants.
You're welcome.